In downtown Kharkiv, this team of postal workers is gearing up for a trip to the front lines, a village that, until recently, was occupied by Russians. Their mission is critical. They have cars full of cash to deliver to Ukrainian pensioners who rely on the meager funds to survive. They drive past fields littered with mines to Vilkivka, where the older residents have already gathered in the small post office, pockmarked by shrapnel. Only the most vulnerable people stayed here, says the head of today's operation. During the Russian offensive, it was impossible to evacuate these people. We come here because no one else will help them. Bills are counted out, and one by one they collect around $100 at the counter, their pension for an entire month. 78-year-old Stepania Leskiv has come from nearby. We walk back with her past a school that was destroyed. Stepania's home also lies in ruin, hit in late March. She bursts into tears at the sight of it and says the shelling happened right in front of her. The house started burning. I fell down and I managed to crawl out to the road, she said. In 20, 30 minutes, everything was burned down. She's staying with a neighbor, but worries what will happen when winter comes. She's a widow whose son died from the Chernobyl disaster. I wish it was over for me, she says. When the bombing starts, I don't know where to hide. Russian forces occupying much of this region have been pushed back by Ukrainian troops. Fear is growing they will try to come back soon. These Ukrainian soldiers claim they're ready. They might be stronger than us in numbers and in weapons. You know that, this soldier says. But we are much more motivated. We will be fighting until our last bullet so they don't take our land. These Ukrainian forces have positioned this rocket launcher here among the trees to try to hide it on the edge of this field. This is called an Uragan. It's an old Soviet-era Ukrainian rocket launcher. It is much more basic with far less range than the handful of American rocket launchers that have just been given to the Ukrainian military. But this is what these troops have, and they tell us that their commanders today have given them the coordinates of a Russian position inside Ukraine to fire on. And in a couple of moments, they will drive this truck with its rockets a short distance away and target that Russian position. The launcher rumbles into the middle of the field and fires 4 rockets in quick succession. Black smoke trailing into the sky. We move out in case there's a response, but the soldiers' day is just getting started.